Now, researchers have found the brightest burst of light ever recorded, but have unearthed further mysteries surrounding it. Now, the beam was 100 times brighter than any seen before and came from an exploding supernova.
Hey there, space enthusiasts! Get ready to blast off into the cosmos with us. Welcome to Spaceverse, where the universe is our playground and curiosity knows no bounds. Join us on an interstellar adventure as we dive into the depths of space, uncovering its mysteries and marvels. From the secrets of black holes to the landscapes of alien worlds, we're here to ignite your imagination and expand your cosmic horizons. With mind-blowing visuals, expert insights, and the thrill of exploration, Spaceverse is your ticket to the ultimate cosmic journey. So strap in, hit that subscribe button, and let's embark on an epic voyage together into the vast unknown of Spaceverse. If you thought the only thing worth watching in the skies of 2024 was a total solar eclipse, get ready to be pleasantly surprised. After 80 years, a star system that's 3,000 light-years away from us will be visible without needing a telescope, all thanks to a rare nova outburst. NASA says this explosion will be so bright that it'll seem like a brand new star is born in the night sky. And here's the kicker, this is one of just 5 novae that happen repeatedly in our galaxy, making it a must-see event. Are you eager to know when you can catch this incredible light show and why it's so remarkable? Let's dive in. For the first time in 8 decades, our night sky will be graced by a rare celestial event, offering a unique opportunity to witness a star's spectacular explosion without any aid, nearly 3,000 light-years away in the northern hemisphere. This star, known as T Corona Borealis or DCB, is situated in the Corona Borealis constellation, often referred to as the Northern Crown, a cluster of stars forming a semicircular arc resembling a crown. While Alphecca or Gamma usually takes the spotlight as the brightest star in the constellation, it's about to be outshone by TCRB during this extraordinary event. So what makes this nova outburst so special? Well, for starters, nova explosions are relatively rare cosmic occurrences, happening only sporadically in our galaxy. TCB's eruption is particularly noteworthy because it's one of the select few novae that astronomers have identified as recurring phenomena. In fact, it's one of just 5 known recurrent novae in our entire Milky Way. This rarity alone makes it a celestial event not to be missed. Imagine standing under the star-studded canopy of the night sky, witnessing firsthand the birth of a new stellar spectacle, thousands of light-years away. It's an awe-inspiring reminder of the vastness and beauty of our universe, and an opportunity to marvel at the wonders that lie beyond our earthly realm. So, mark your calendars, gather your friends and family, and prepare to be captivated by the cosmic fireworks as T Corona Borealis takes center stage in the celestial theater. This is one astronomical event that promises to leave a lasting impression on all who behold its radiant glory. Are you ready to witness history unfold among the stars? Let's embark on this celestial journey together. What's truly spectacular about this event is that it'll be visible to the naked eye for an entire week. The last time people on Earth caught a glimpse of this star system was way back in 1946. NASA predicts it'll make its appearance somewhere between September and October 2024. Jonathan Blazek, an assistant professor of physics at Northwestern University, sees this as an exciting time for both amateur astronomers and astrophysicists. While it's not technically a new star, it'll shine brightly enough for everyone to see, offering a fresh perspective on the cosmos. But what exactly is a nova explosion, and how does it differ from a supernova? Well, when it comes to novas, they're part of a broad category of events that typically involve 2 or more objects in close proximity transferring mass between them. Eventually, this mass builds up on the hotter object until it ignites, triggering a fusion reaction that releases a burst of energy, making the object appear much brighter. In the case of TCRB, the star system set to dazzle Earth this year, it's comprised of a white dwarf and a red giant, creating the perfect conditions for a nova outburst. A red giant forms when a star like our Sun runs out of fuel and expands, becoming larger and cooler, hence the red hue. On the other hand, a white dwarf is the result of a red giant shedding even more fuel, compacting into a highly dense star. When a red giant and a white dwarf star circle each other, the white dwarf takes charge, pulling off the outer layers of the expanding red giant. According to Blazek, because the white dwarf is much tinier and denser, it collects a disk made mostly of hydrogen, possibly with some helium mixed in, around itself. Eventually, as this material piles up, it reaches a critical point and sets off. This isn't a regular fire, it's a thermonuclear reaction where hydrogen undergoes fusion. Even though it's small, the white dwarf still has a strong gravitational pull, attracting matter from the red giant, mostly hydrogen, which forms an accretion disk. As this disk goes through a thermonuclear reaction, the white dwarf star gets hotter, larger, and brighter. This increase in brightness lets people on Earth witness this incredible cosmic event. What's interesting is that this whole process is part of the natural life cycle of these stars, and they go through the thermonuclear reaction about every 80 years. After a white dwarf explodes in a nova, putting on a stunning light show, it goes back to taking gas from the red giant until it has enough material for another explosion. But that won't happen again for another 80 years. While TCRB is one of 5 nova candidates we know about in our galaxy, this star is especially fascinating to astrophysicists for another reason. It's because systems like TCB are great candidates for Type 1 supernovae. Even though they sound similar, novae and supernovae are very different in how they happen, what causes them, and what they lead to. A nova happens in a binary star system where a white dwarf and another star orbit each other closely. The white dwarf pulls in material, mainly hydrogen, from its companion until it triggers a thermonuclear explosion. This explosion makes the white dwarf star much brighter, but it doesn't destroy the star itself, and this process can happen again. On the flip side, a supernova is a catastrophic event that completely destroys a star. There are 2 scenarios where a supernova occurs. One is a core collapse supernova, where a star's core runs out of fuel and can't hold up its outer layers against gravity. As a result, the core collapses, causing a huge explosion that wipes out the star. The second is the Typeus supernova, where a white dwarf star gathers material from a companion star, similar to a nova. However, the white dwarf eventually reaches a critical mass known as the Chandrasekhar limit, which destroys the white dwarf completely. The CRB's white dwarf will also reach a certain mass after multiple novae, where it can support itself anymore and collapses. This means the nova we're excited to see this year will actually start the process leading to the star's eventual destruction. Is there a chance we'll see that too? It's highly improbable. Novae happen every 80 years, but supernovae are one-time occurrences. They're so powerful that they wipe out the star completely. Recurring novae like T Caroni Borealis happen regularly. This trait has earned DCB the nickname Blaze Star. It last erupted in both 1866 and 1946, and NASA astronomers anticipate the same this year around September to October. While typically having a magnitude of +10, making it too faint to see with the naked eye, the explosion will skyrocket its magnitude to an impressive +2. This puts it on par with the brightness of Polaris, the North Star. The timing couldn't be better. Corona Borealis, one of the most enchanting constellations, graces the high night sky during this season, promising a dazzling light exhibition visible for several days. Although witnessing a nova is uncommon, it pales in comparison to a supernova. Surprisingly, you might have the chance to witness such an event if Betelgeuse, the nearest supernova candidate star to our solar system, decides to unleash its full potential soon. This red supergiant, many times larger than the Sun, ranks as the 10th brightest star in the sky. However, it has exhibited peculiar behavior recently, experiencing a noticeable decrease in brightness since late January. A supernova hasn't been observed erupting in our Milky Way galaxy since the 17th century. While Betelgeuse is destined to detonate as a supernova, it could happen at any point within the next 100,000 years. And that's it. Thanks for joining us on Spaceverse today. If you enjoyed exploring the cosmos with us, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more captivating content about space and beyond. Let's continue our journey through the universe together. See you in the next video.